This invisible current powers our modern lives, a vast digital web connecting every corner of the globe, enabling communication, commerce, and knowledge. From phones to hospitals, flights to finance, life today is unimaginable without it. But what if this global heartbeat simply vanished? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? The world would instantly plunge into chaos, initiating a global great halt. Power grids would collapse as coal and gas power plants, the backbone of modern energy, ceased operation. Existing nuclear and renewable sources would be woefully insufficient, triggering widespread blackouts and system failures. Simultaneously, global transportation would grind to a standstill. Air travel, cargo, and passenger shipping would halt, while the vast majority of internal combustion engine land vehicles would become useless, causing an immediate catastrophic breakdown of critical supply chains worldwide. This paralysis would extend to industry and agriculture. Factories reliant on fossil fuel energy or petrochemical feedstocks, e.g. plastics, fertilizers, would instantly shut down. Modern energy-intensive agriculture, unable to function, would face an immediate crisis severely impacting food production and distribution, leading to widespread scarcity and a frantic scramble for basic necessities. Amidst the initial turmoil, humanity would rapidly forge a new, sustainable energy landscape. Unprecedented global investment would drive a frantic deployment of vast solar and wind farms, geothermal plants, and advanced hydro projects, fueled by the critical need for power. Existing nuclear power would become a vital baseline, accelerating rapid advancements in safer, more efficient reactor designs. Simultaneously, monumental breakthroughs in battery technology and other energy storage solutions would be paramount for grid stability, essential for balancing intermittent renewables. The collapse of centralized fossil fuel grids would then propel a global shift towards localized, resilient microgrids and community energy projects. This fostering not only robust power supply, but also significant energy independence and self-sufficiency at regional and local levels worldwide, entirely reshaping our global power paradigm. The sudden cessation of fossil fuels would unleash a massive global economic upheaval. Nations reliant on oil exports would face catastrophic decline, while new economic powerhouses would rise, built on renewable technology, critical mineral reserves, and green intellectual capital. This seismic shift would fundamentally redraw the global trade and geopolitical map. Old alliances forged over fossil fuel interests would crumble, making way for new partnerships centered on access to renewable energy resources like rare earth minerals and prime solar/wind locations. Simultaneously, entirely new industries focused on sustainable materials, circular economies, and energy efficiency would flourish. Global financial markets would pivot completely towards green investments and carbon-neutral technologies, marking an unprecedented economic transformation. Life without fossil fuels would drastically reimagine our daily routines and urban landscapes. Cities would undergo a remarkable transformation, shedding their car-centric designs for havens of walkability, cycling paths, and hyper-efficient electric public transport. Long-distance travel would become a rare luxury, facilitated by advanced electric or hydrogen-powered vessels, making global exploration a conscious choice rather than a common commute. Our material culture would also evolve. The age of disposable plastics would yield to bio-based, recycled, and incredibly durable materials. A newfound appreciation for repair, reuse, and mindful consumption would dominate, drastically cutting waste. Furthermore, food systems would localize dramatically. Gone would be the massive, energy-intensive industrial farms, replaced by a network of thriving local, organic, and vertical farms, ensuring fresh produce closer to home. Resource efficiency would become second nature, weaving itself into every facet of our lives. Imagine a breathtaking transformation as the planet begins its rapid healing. Air and water quality would dramatically improve worldwide, and the cessation of fossil fuel burning would slash greenhouse gas emissions, potentially slowing and even reversing climate change. Nature would rebound, with biodiversity flourishing. Yet, this rebirth introduces new trials. An intense global scramble would ensue for critical minerals, lithium, cobalt, rare earth elements, essential for renewables and batteries, potentially sparking new conflicts and ethical sourcing dilemmas. This shift would compel humanity to fundamentally rethink its relationship with consumption, economic growth, and technology, potentially leading to a more localized, less globally interconnected, yet truly sustainable civilization, redefining progress for generations. Halting fossil fuels means initial chaos, then rapid sustainable energy shift, creating new resource challenges. In your opinion, what if the world stops using fossil fuels? Share your thoughts in the comments.